I started by grabbing 5 of these packages of foam dice from Dollar Tree. And for this project, you're only going to be using 9 out of 10 of these dice. I then am using some Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster, and I'm just applying this paint to cover up all of the dice. And I found it easier to paint about a quarter of the dice, so this way I could still hold on to the dice. Allow that first part to completely dry, and then once that is completely dry, you could go and finish painting the rest of the dice. And this did take about 2 to 3 coats for fuller coverage. And once this step is complete, you just want to make sure that these completely dry. I then made these X's and O cutouts using my Cricut machine, but I'm pretty sure that Walmart or Michael's or Hobby Lobby also has stencils that look just like this. So I'm just placing the vinyl right onto one of the dice, just smoothing that out to make sure that that vinyl is completely adhered, just taking off that transfer tape. And then I just moved on to the next letter. And for this, I did 5 of the X's and 4 of the O's. Once the vinyl was all put on, I just wanted the edges of the dice to have kind of a weathered look. So I'm just using a small amount of black paint, and I'm just lightly brushing that all around the edges, and then just doing a dry brush method in the center of the dice as well. And look at how cute these look. I then got this sign also from Dollar Tree, and I'll actually be using the back side. This did have a double layered picture, so I just used my scraper tool to get underneath that picture, and it just popped right off. So now I'm going around the entire picture, along the sides and on the inside of the back of the picture with some brown chalk paints. And again, just make sure you get those insides. And if you need to do 2 coats on the outside as well, just make sure you dry the first coat before going on to the second coat. So now using some craft sticks, I'm actually going to be creating a spacer for the dice. So I'm just hot gluing 4 of the craft sticks together just to give it a thicker consistency. And once those were all glued, I then just painted them with the brown chalk paint as well. And then you just want to allow those to completely dry. And once everything was dry, now I'm going to be using that Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster again. And for this part, I'm just doing a dry brush method. So what this consists of is just putting a small amount of that white chalk paint on your paintbrush and just lightly brush that on. And this leaves you with a nice and weathered finished look. So go ahead and grab those popsicle stick spacers that we created a little bit earlier, and I'm just applying some hot glue along the bottom and the sides of this. And I did use the dice to help guide me on where I have to hot glue these down. And this is what the finished stand should look like. And then you could go ahead and place the dice right inside, and you're ready to play some tic-tac-toe with any of your guests. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed creating this. I hope this inspires you to create your own. If it did, please be sure to sprinkle the love. Thank you guys so much, and have a good rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.